Hello and welcome to the Weekend Investing Daily Bytes. Today is 27th of March, and we have another day where the market was totally dead at the end of it. There was some hope in the morning that we will try to break out or at least move slightly upwards. But as you can see, this is the daily chart on the Nifty. Today's candle is a doji candle, so very indecisive. Maybe this is a intermediate bottom, I don't know, but it is an inside bar and a doji. So it does seem like things are stopping here, and it really did not fall hard as it has been in the last many sessions. So this is a sort of sorry, this is a weekly candle that we have here, and even the daily was on a doji. So really, no direction absolutely in terms of where we are going. Uh, Today's heat map, Reliance held the day at plus 1.5% up. State Bank, Levers, ONGC, Infosys, Ultrasemco, Grasim, these were the few top gainers. Bajaj continues to lose along with Axis Bank, SBI Life, and there were losers in the auto space: Tata Motors, Mahindra, Bajaj Auto, iShares, and in power space, NTPC, Power Grid, Adani, L&T, and so on and so forth. Pharma had some green with Sun Pharma going up, but a very mixed bag, as you can see in the sectoral overview as well. Pharma up 1.1%. Rest all these sectors were up zero point 0.2 to 0 to 0.3%, down 0 to 0.5%, and bigger losers were real estate and autos, which had gained in the recent past. Real estate has taken a beating in the last week. This is the worst performing sector at minus 4.7%. I'm not sure why, because all the other news that we're getting on real estate is that people are flocking to buy real estate, and that the rates in the April RBI meet are likely to be held where they are. So there is possibility that no, they may give an indication that no further hikes are coming in the near future. So that should have been very positive, but I don't know. Real estate is currently reeling in the last week or so. As I always say, always look at the price, because the narrative and the analysis can go extremely wrong if you're not looking at the price. And that's why the BBC principle, Bhava Bhagwan Che, is something that we follow at Weekend Investing, that the price is what is the reality, and everything else is actually a story that we can cook up in our minds and try to convince ourselves. But the reality is that the price is the only thing which is real out there. Mid cap stocks that had been hanging here in the 30,000 range, also falling to 29,400. Small caps have given up this range and are going down rapidly. So overall, there is no positive sense right now. Maybe it is a extremely oversold market, so a bounce may be due anytime, but tough to say how things pan out. Nifty Bank has, in some ways, stopped falling on a weekly basis. All these are weekly charts today. So it is trying to find some feet near this 39,400 odd level. Although intraday today, I mean, there was a very sharp fall towards the end of about 500 points. So on every rise, bears are selling out. In terms of the index and weekend investing strategy performance, Nifty closed 0.2% higher, Nifty Next 50 down 0.5%, uh, CNX 200 also down very much near 0%. Some strategies down 0.1, Evergreen down 0.5%, NG50 down 0.4%. In the mid and small cap strategies, mid and small cap index, 400 index itself was down 0.9%, and the strategies following this space also were down equally. In terms of pure small cap strategies, the small cap 250 index was down 1.5%. MI25 was down 0.5%. Again, maybe due to the cash it has raised. MI35 was down more in line with the index at minus 1.2%. CNX 500 overall in all cap strategies very flat. MI30 flat. MI all cap flat. ATH also flat. ATH2 losing some ground at 0.6%. So very much in line with where things are. But in terms of the momentum, there is really no momentum right now. Some insights that I posted on Twitter. So one very major sort of feature you may say of the market is that it will frustrate you, and a lot of new users will feel very frustrated. Once they get into a situation where the market is not doing anything for 1, 2, 3 years, kind of a thing. And usually that will happen in blocks of 4 or 5 years. Every 4 or 5 years you will get a period where market will not do anything for a long period of time, whether that was 2001 to 2004. Then you had 2010 to 2013. Then you had some period 2015 16. Then you had 18 19, and now 22, mid 22 onwards, or sorry, end 21 onwards, we've had a sort of a lull in the market. So this is a feature of the market. This is nothing new. um, when markets try to go upwards, we want it to never end, and when they come downwards, we want it to end today. So, but that really is not fair in terms of the expectations that we may build for ourselves. So you'll need to let the market play it out. It is basically a pure auction game. On the upside, the auction exhausts when the buyers are everybody has bought whatever they had to buy, and there's no money left. And on the way down, all sellers who wanted to get out will get out until there are no sellers left. So it is a pure auction game. It's a pure liquidity driven game. You may give it any color of narrative, of quality, of management, of earnings, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, it is a pure liquidity game. Money coming in, stocks go up. Money going out, stocks go down. It is as simple as that. And if that is clear to you, your stock picking or your way of investing in the markets will dramatically change. So we need to wait this out as selling gets over. Another insight was from an article from Bain Consulting, Parijat Ghosh. He says India is a multi-decade opportunity, and these guys are super smart guys. They are looking at how private equity is coming in, private investments are coming into the market, how the markets are growing. So you really cannot just brush away all these forecasts. So if India is a multi-decade opportunity, then my own sort of sense is that there can only be two ways about it. Either it is or it is not. So if this statement is something that you really believe in, that India is indeed a multi-decade opportunity, then there is nothing, no need to worry, because the runway is there. Multi-decade runway is there. Yes, some short-term blips may always happen, but it's a great thing to know that the investments that you're doing have a long runway for you to grow with it. But if you don't accept this statement at all, I mean, if you are pessimistic about the future of this country and how it will contribute to the global growth itself, then of course maybe you need to be worried if all your eggs are in that basket which is playing that story. So having that conviction and following it up with the kind of allocation you're doing. Let's say you are extremely worried about whether India will be an opportunity or not. Then you put a very small amount into equity growth. You put more into fixed income. You put more into real estate, more into gold, more into global equity, if you feel that some other place may grow faster. So you need to allocate as per your belief, because that belief is very important. I mean, people say that hope is useless. Yes, hope is not going to get you anything, but it will keep your conviction into your game. I mean, we are doing momentum investing, so we are not doing any discretionary decision. But unless we have a global view that yes, India market will provide us that momentum, we will not be able to stick to the game for too long. So that belief is required, and of course you play by your rules and your strategies, and that outcome should be there available for you. Another insight was about gold. So uh, I think the chart got missed here. There was a chart where central banks have bought humongous amount of gold in this last 1 year, and central banks are the creators and controllers of the fiat currency. So imagine, somebody who is whose main game is to create money out of thin air, and they themselves go and buy gold. and in increasing proportion. So you need to think about this, what is happening. I'll just leave you with that thought. And oh, so this is the chart. Yeah, so this is essentially, this last bar on 2022. You can see the kind of purchases by central banks versus all other previous years. And you can see that it all started in 2008. They have been selling all these years, and that is why the gold price was subdued, because several countries like Canada, like England, have sold all or most of their gold, and they'll be the sitting ducks, when the system eventually changes, if at all. So what you can see is there has been concentrated buying so far, but now it has gone to a new level. I mean, even COVID did not get it to a new level, but now the writing is on the wall that the current system, the fiat currency system that we are running, is going to run out of its use case sometime in the future. I don't know whether it will be in my lifetime or yours, but it will happen. And at that point of time, gold will play a big role. That is the belief of the central bankers themselves who are creating the fiat currency. So I will leave you with that thought, and that's the end of today's market. No, I have one more thing. Sorry. So spotlight for the day. So another section that we are doing. So Reliance Industries is the spotlight for the day. I think Reliance Industries is at a very delicate position on the charts. There is some sort of distribution that has happened in the last how long? 15 months since October. It has ranged between 2200 to about 2750, 2800, and this range is something that has importance. So buying it towards the lower end of the range, you can get in, like right now it is 2237. Maybe you can buy, if Reliance starts to go up, let's say about 2300, you can buy with a stop at this range bottom. So you have a low risk entry point which is available in case you feel Reliance is likely to go up based on your XYZ reasons. And of course you could target the top end of this range as your target. So this is something that you could look at. Or if this support breaks down, then maybe you are looking at, maybe Reliance may waterfall to 18, 1900 levels. So there is a shorting opportunity also once it does that. So this is sort of a trading spotlight for your watch list, and to create a appropriate trading setup for this. I'm not saying go ahead and buy or sell this, but this is just a filter for you to go ahead and create your own setup. So thank you so much for watching this. Please do share these videos with your friends and family. We have a very poor viewership. I'm requesting you to please help me enhance this and get this to more people. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.